I'm here to make some artifacts. And the artifacts I'm making is from Casuarina, the she oak. I was taught how to make artifacts when I was a kid. I've been making artifacts for 54 years. Started off when I was 8. Under supervision of my elders, I watched and listened. There's no one in my nation that makes artifacts anymore. From the Darug Nation, from the coastal Darug to inland Darug, no one makes artifacts. Even my mob in the Blue Mountains, the Gundungurra people. I just like to get out there and teach, demonstrate, and I like to teach people how to make these things because it's very important. Because the art of weapon making is a dying art. You can get your artists from anywhere. There's heaps of artists out there. There's heaps of dancers. You can pick and choose from these people. But when it comes to a storyteller and a woodcarver, they're very scarce. What I might do first up, I might make a Bundi stick. Going out hunting. Start off making these on artifacts. Started off making artifacts on the eastern shores of Botany Bay, where it's very, being an Aboriginal person, I didn't, as a kid, I didn't realise how important our culture was, and until as I got older, I realised it was very important. Like this here is when I do this, when I'm out in the bush and I'm doing making artifacts, because I've been doing it for so long, it becomes a healing process. Like sitting in wood carving, it heals you. There it is, Bundi stick. Well, we just go out hunting. You can dig up, see a lizard go down the hole, we can dig him out, and then when we drag him out, hit him over the head with this end. Or a snake, this end we can dig out vegetation, dig for water. And this is where we hit animals in the head or reptiles. What I'll make out of this one, I'm going to make a battle axe. So when you sharpen axes, you have to be at the chopping block at the same time to get the axe regulated properly to cut the timber. Sometimes I normally put a more blade on one side of the axe and shoulder on the other. So it's how I go about it. It's a right hand axe. And when people pick up my axe and they're left-handed and they start chopping, they say, "This axe is blunt." I said, "No, it's not." They said, "It is." I said, "Yeah, I'll show you." And I'm chopping. They said, how could you chop with that? I said, "Because it's regulated for a right-handed person." When we talk about stone axes, it's the same technique how I make weapons today. And now that my old people made them years ago with a stone axe. It's the same technique. It's only there's a stone axe and a steel axe. Now as you can see, in our weapons, when we make our weapons, you'll find the ends of our clubs and that, these sticks, you'll find that they've got a point on the end where we can dig for vegetation. And as you can see, the first one I made is like a little a little Bundi stick. This one here I've made is the battle axe, and as you can see, the battle axe is curved one side with a blunt edge. On the other side we've got a blade, as you can see, and curved the other side with a blunt edge. And as I mentioned before about the point, you know, sharp point on the end of the weapons, it is for digging out vegetation or digging out a snake or a lizard that's gone down the hole. So that's what the reason we have the point on the end.